Spreading bullshit, whatever the cause, but the translation's been lost.
You're a piece of shit.
You weren't ready enough, man. You were not ready.
It's because I was turning on the recording, you dickhead.
You could have had the fucking everything in hand ready to go.
Oh yeah, it's all my fault. It's never Dara's fault.
Well, it's definitely your fault that you didn't come in on time. That is not my fault. Welcome, everyone.
Hi, we're Translation Lost.
Yeah. What do we do, Brian?
Well, I thought we watched movies, but apparently we don't. Apparently we watched garbage and then talk about
fucking
it.
Trash. No, we watch foreign language movies with no subtitles.
Yes.
And then we talk about them.
We talk about them.
You want to skip to the movie talk because if for some reason The Presence is your favorite film of all time, if that is the case, you can either skip to the time code in the description or fuck off because we don't want you here. Your film is such trash. We'll get back to it.
Maybe if you don't want to skip it, even if you don't know, if you're here for the movie talk, we are going to talk about Titans beforehand.
Yeah,
that might be fun.
Amongst other
Maybe
things.
stick around. You might end up liking us.
Yeah.
I'm
Dara.
I'm Brian.
Yeah.
You can't see who we are anymore.
No, you could for a while. I've got a question, right? Because you are the one who kind of made the executive decision to get rid of the filming, for now at least.
Yeah.
Right? Because you do have the executive power. I would consider you the host. And I just want to ask, did you get rid of the video aspect of this podcast because you accidentally shaved your goatee away and now all you've got is a handlebar mustache?
I got rid of the video portion before I shaved. The reason why we're going from video back to audio is because with the filming and everything that went with that and all of the time that went in to get that going, we were getting diminishing returns. We're trying to move a little bit away from YouTube as well, which is why if you're listening to us on iTunes,
welcome.
Hi. If you're listening to us on Spotify,
welcome.
Yeah. You can find all of our old episodes on YouTube. Eventually they'll be here.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time because of hosting costs. Because we can't upload them all in one go or else we have to pay a shitload of money.
Oh, so, I didn't realize that. I don't know anything about any of this. I'm just letting you kind of lead the way.
I didn't until like 3 days ago.
Right.
So
fair enough.
And still don't. So we're just winging it. So that's why we got rid of the video because it just took too much time to upload right now.
It took so much time to upload. No, Brian's upload speeds are garbage.
The last episode took 24 hours exactly to upload.
Oh.
And then when it did upload, the sound was off.
Yeah.
And that wasn't on me. That was on YouTube because it's a shit platform. And I can't fix it. So fuck video for a while until we can figure it out. Special episodes, we'll still do video for that because, it's fun.
Yeah.
But right now we're sticking to audio. But, we did that for months and months. So
yes, and
it's going to be pretty similar.
Yeah, we did it for months and months and we managed to accumulate a healthy 30-person-ish following.
Yeah, because we were like, we'll just put our podcast on YouTube. That's where everyone watches podcasts, right?
Well, like that was your
my
initiative.
Decision. That's because I didn't know how to do anything else.
Yeah, because I do not watch podcasts on YouTube. I've only started to ever since we started doing this podcast, and I realized that it was an option.
Video podcasts I watch on YouTube, but that's because when I watch podcasts, I'm sitting here at my computer.
Yeah,
and I've got it on another screen.
Yeah,
so that's fine. But like iTunes, I use iTunes more than YouTube for podcasts.
Fair.
Yeah, so we're Translation Lost. If you're hearing us for the first time I think our other Jailbreak is up on iTunes as well, so.
And I think that was a pretty good one. We really enjoyed that film anyway.
Yeah, we loved
that's
that
for sure.
It was good.
Yeah, and this one was trash, but we'll get back to it.
We'll get back to it. How are you, Dara? What did you watch?
Because that's the new question now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've been discussing it. That's the new question. Because that's what the how was your week question really turned into.
There's a few changes.
Yeah. What have you been watching this week is essentially what that question really meant.
Yeah.
I'm not so bad. I've been watching, a lot of stuff. Watch the first episode of Titans. That's kind of the main.
We both did in preparation for this podcast episode.
Yeah, and also because I was just curious, because as I mentioned to you earlier, there was a post on an Instagram page that I follow, one of these nerd pages for nerd things, and Brian, you've got a perfectly good dick right here.
Oh,
what are you doing?
Where it went.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't find it.
The dick is a bottle opener, by the way.
Yes.
You
can find that in episode. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's Young Tiger, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's the one with Barry. It's the one with Barry, which was my schoolmate, the Barbarian. Boom. Because Barry just had to sit here awkwardly while I handed him a wooden black penis.
Because we always get each other gifts when there's a guest as a show of power. I did that when Finn was on too. Which you still haven't worn in public ever.
No, I haven't actually. I really got on that.
You gotta wear it to the gym.
Oh yeah, for sure, with you. You're just standing beside me. Have you seen this man to my left? He's right here. So I saw this post on Instagram on one of these pages being like, hey, everybody rate Titans from 1 to 10 in the comments. And the lowest, I looked through and there was like over 100 comments, and the lowest one I saw was a 7.
Yeah.
A 7. So I was like, what? That trailer looked shit. So I checked it out last night. I watched the first episode, and you know what? It wasn't that bad.
Right?
It was not that bad.
You go into it and you're like, yeah, time to hate something. And you're like, ah, shit.
And like I was messaging you as I started watching it, and I had many complaints. Like many complaints. But I overall, I think it was pretty grand. Especially as far as the pilot episode goes. It was very exposition heavy, especially for the first like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I have a page of notes. I watched it today.
Yeah. You do have a full page of notes.
Full A4 page of notes.
Oh.
Very crudely written though. Like it's not like this is a well organized page of notes.
It's not even lined. It's just an A4 page.
3 minutes into it, I hated it.
Yeah.
Because they did the opening that everything does, which is thing happens. Whoa, it was a dream.
It was a dream. Oh, I'm so scared by my dream.
It was a vision.
Yeah.
The most cliched shit you ever seen.
It was Raven. Raven's the one having the vision. She sees Dick. It's the opening scene. It's not a spoiler, and also it's from a comic book that is older than me. It's Raven watches Dick Grayson's parents, the Flying Graysons, fall from the trapeze thing, and then they die. And it's very sad.
But she doesn't know who they are.
She doesn't know who they are, but it's like, because she's Raven, she can like feel Dick's emotions in the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
So she like,
who knows?
Because in the scene, she screams as if it's her own parents who are falling to their deaths. I kind of got the impression that she was like, but I know more about Raven. And
yeah, you do. I never read the comics. I'm only little animated series boy.
Which, fucking great series.
Savage series.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Just the opening theme song. That's really a problem with me. It's not as good as the animated one.
No, it was never going to be, was it?
Oh, what if it was though?
Trouble,
What if it was though? What if they like came out with something?
What if they just put that one on it?
That'd be hilarious.
I would love that. I would have no problem with that whatsoever.
For clarity's sake, we only watched the first. I watched the first episode and a half. Dara watched the first episode.
Yeah.
Maybe it shows up later on. Yeah. That'd be the hype as shit. If they all finally team up.
And then it's even, do you know what? I would honestly be satisfied if when they finally get together in like a, oh my god, the team is assembled, like Avengers Assemble kind of style. Yeah. And it's like a shot of them all standing there. I would be more than satisfied if there was just one guitar going.
Right? Oh, that would be so good.
I would be like, yeah.
The team will never be fully assembled though, because Cyborg's too busy off.
Yeah,
being in the shit movies.
CGI fucking mess. Yeah. What a shame.
Looking like a fucking graphics card running around out there.
He works better as a Teen Titan.
He does, because now where are we going to get Beast Boy and Cyborg's like bromance?
Who's gonna say booyah, Brian? Who's gonna say booyah?
Not me. Not me watching this.
But yeah, it was pretty good. It was fun.
It was.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to go on with your notes? Go with your notes.
I'm just going to quickly go through some of the ones that stand out here. Oh, there was one good line that I really liked, and this was when I started to warm up to it, was there's a scene because Robin's a detective now, and they're like, oh, he came over from Gotham, and it's set in Detroit, and the cop is like, Gotham? Jesus. And I like that because it's Detroit. And the fact that Gotham, like, people in Detroit are like, fucking don't want to go to Gotham. That sounds like a shithole.
I sent you a message about this, though, and I still have a fucking big problem.
I was like half asleep when you were sending those. So.
Yeah, this is. There's a couple things that really jumped out at me as like really fucking annoying, right?
I'm getting them up here.
So you're just gonna get the messages. One of them being Dick Grayson, Detective Dick Grayson, transfers from Gotham PD to Detroit PD, right? And at the start, all of his new co-workers, all his cop co-workers, have a conversation about how he transferred there from Gotham City.
Yeah.
Right? Then maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes later, all of those same cops are standing around a screen looking at a picture of Robin beating the shit out of a bunch of guys. And they're all like, what's he doing here? I thought he was from Gotham. And then Dick's like, oh, maybe it's the weather. And everyone's like, ha ha ha, our weather's bad.
This new guy's funny.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? How do you not know that it's the same guy? Jesus. And he keeps talking about his old partner and how he became too much like his old partner.
Robin is the boy wonder. Dick Grayson looks like a boy in this movie. What's up with that actor? He looks like a boy.
He really does look like a man-child.
That was another one of my things, though, was casting was good.
It is, isn't
yeah,
it? It is.
The casting
It's well
is
cast.
really good.
You're one who plays Starfire. What was the problem there? Was it just that she was black?
Yeah.
That was it.
Because you know how Starfire in the original series was white?
Yeah.
No, wait. No, she was orange.
She was orange.
Oops.
Yeah. Well, you know how Starfire in the, in
it's
every
almost like
every
she's
series
the fucking alien. Who cares?
An alien being. Like an actual alien from a planet called Tamaran.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, oh, but Tamaranians can't be black. Tamaranians don't exist.
You don't make the rules.
What's the problem? Jesus Christ, your one plays it really fucking well.
She was good. I liked all the Starfire scenes.
She was good. She looks good. She looks good in the costume. She pulls off the outrageous colors.
That was the thing. The characters looked good. Like I actually liked the costumes in it.
Yeah, and they're really
there's little accents from their like original, like Starfire's like green necklace thing.
Yeah. And this was something
Raven as well.
I didn't even say this to you at the time, but I really like that they managed to make it so that Raven just has a hoodie that she wears, but that hoodie has like her signature hood, and it just looks like a hoodie that she owns, but it's like Raven's look from the comics.
Yeah.
But it looks like clothes. It's good. It looks good, and Robin's costume looks good somehow.
Right. Somehow it looks good.
Yeah.
What else do I have here? Oh, why does Raven live in the 90s?
She does live in the 90s.
Right.
She does. Yeah, and when she gets on that school bus at the start, it's like...
That's a 90s school bus.
It's a 90s school bus.
Maybe that's going to be a
is
subplot, is someone controlling, like, time.
Yeah.
You know, trapping them in time bubbles.
Right, okay.
Because it's not the 90s.
I'm going to go ahead and say spoiler here, right? Because this will spoil future elements of Titans, I'm sure, for those of you who aren't totally unfamiliar with the lore.
This isn't a spoiler for Titans, the TV show.
No, it probably will be.
We don't know that, though. This is for the comics.
It is a spoiler for the comics, but my guess is that it will be a spoiler for the TV show. I can't say that because I haven't seen the full TV show.
Well, then it's not a spoiler for the full TV show.
Okay, fair enough. So. Okay, well then, right? Raven, right, is the daughter of... Well, what's your man's name?
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember. The big fucking red guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He's basically Satan, right?
Yeah.
He's basically Satan. And he cannot get to Earth. He can't access Earth, right? But so it says he has a daughter called Raven, right? And she is a doorway that he will use to enter Earth.
Yeah.
And destroy it, right? And then in the kind of climactic scene of the first episode is Dick Grayson saving Raven from this guy who's gonna kill her, right? And he's talking to her being like, yeah, you're a doorway. You're a doorway for like unimaginable evil, and it's gonna come through you and it's gonna destroy everything, so I need to destroy you. I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. 100% right.
But you said to me, you were like, why doesn't Robin just kill her?
Well, why doesn't your man? Why doesn't anyone? Yeah, kill her. Definitely kill her.
Robin doesn't know.
Robin doesn't know, but that guy did. So like,
it didn't work. He was gonna kill her, but it didn't.
It didn't work because he gets interrupted. But what I'm saying is that like he is pitched to be like the bad guy of that episode, but he is in the right. Like his motivations are quite pure. He's like, okay, I'm weighing it up here. You know, the lives of 7 billion people versus the lives of
that's
one.
the philosophical question, right? Is the kill one to save many?
Yeah, but in this case, it's kill one to save all. Like, all. Like, and I'm not just talking about all people. Like, all the trees and shit. Everything.
Yeah, but Raven is technically innocent.
I mean...
She's a doorway.
But also, she's not totally innocent, is she? Because... That's another thing, right, that is kind of weird about this show, is that Raven...
Also, if you break a door, that's not going to stop anyone coming through it. That's just going to make it easier.
But if Raven seems... So in this show, Raven is totally unaware of what or who she is.
Yeah.
Right? But she is aware of the fact that there is something very evil inside her. Okay?
Because it keeps telling her through mirrors.
Yeah, every time she looks at her reflection.
Shit every time
it
as well.
Doesn't it?
Her powers look like ass in this.
Yeah.
That's one downside.
Yeah, and she hasn't said Azarath Metreon's in, though, so I just want to hear her say it. But the thing is,
saving that for the season finale for sure, right?
Oh, definitely, right? Yeah, gotta be. But every time she like looks in the mirror or something, there's this like horrible demonic version of her looking back at her, being like, "Kill everybody, kill everything." Yeah. And I'm like, well, you're evil. You are evil. Like, there's something really fucking wrong with you. And she's not like that in the show. She has that evil inside her, but she has like learned to control it by the time that we pick up with her as a character.
Yeah.
In the actual like official lore.
Well, that's the thing. The Teen Titans aren't a thing yet.
Yeah, I suppose.
In
this. But even
also, is Robin a teen in this?
God no.
Well, it's called Titans.
Just
Just called Titans. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll concede on that.
Let it slide.
All right. Let me just quickly. Oh yeah, the CGI blood and stuff.
Yeah, it's not good.
No. There's a scene in episode 2 where Dove, who is a superhero, with a white suit. They have a big fight scene. It's a pretty okay fight scene. It's nothing special. And there's lots of blood and violence, and they're knocking dudes' blood out of their bodies. Don't know why I said it like that. But at the end of the fight, her outfit is spotless.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of like, why not just, like, if you want to go all in, go all in.
Yeah.
Use actual blood, like squibs and shit.
Yeah,
it looks better.
Yeah, because some of them do end up covered in blood. There's a scene where Robin is like washing his like throwing star ore thing, because it's just soaked in blood, and he's like, well, I gotta get this blood off so I can make room for some more blood, some more bad guy blood, right? The main look, I know you're flicking through your list there, and I'm sure that this is at the bottom of the list, and it would make sense for it to be. But I just need to say that Beast Boy scene was great.
We'll get to that.
It was great.
We'll get to that. There's a great scene where Robin is... They kind of have a hard time making you, like, they kind of beat you over the head with, like, hey, we're going for a darker tone this time.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Robin is, like, staking out a place, and he looks down, and there's, like, pictures he's staking out a criminal, the guy from the start that he beats up.
Yes.
And there's like pictures of like kids that have been beaten, and they all have evidence written on them. And then you see it again later on, and it's like, hey, did you see that evidence? He beats children. That's the tone we're going for here. It's dark.
No. And then there's a bit where Robin right, he attacks all of those guys in the alley when they're like in the middle of a drug deal, right? And then he beats the shit out of them. And then that guy, the one who's been beating his kid, gets away, and he gets into his car, right? And then Robin shows up, right? He breaks the window of the car, he grabs your man's head, and he pulls it down onto where the window was, and just drags it along all of the broken shards of glass. And then he pulls him out of the car and says, if you ever beat your daughter again, I'll find you. And then he just... Daughter, just
with his pole. He hits him with his pole.
He's just fucking thumping him. Oh my god, is it brutal?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's really, and like the whole idea of this is why I think that's weird, because the whole idea of this is that Batman has gotten out of hand, and so Robin is like, I can't be associated with you anymore, I don't believe in what you stand for anymore. But then he just goes to Detroit and he's just like, don't fucking touch your daughter.
I have a question. Is this set in the same universe as
the films?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Those are disbanded. Did you not hear?
Oh, okay.
It's not happening. Yeah,
never mind
them. They died.
Good.
Fucking dead.
Good.
Yeah.
I said earlier.
Shout out to Barry, who went to see Aquaman 3 times, by the way.
Oh yeah, shout out to Barry for that.
He actually did it. A fucking lunatic. We'll talk about it more when...
I never got the
Has
iPad
he got an
for
email?
the emails.
Probably got an email. Hopefully.
I haven't checked.
No. Well done, Barry. Jesus Christ.
Fucking...
I would not have done that.
Good Lord.
Especially after that first viewing. I also wrote a really good article about it on virtualcitizens.com.
Yes. Virtual Citizens have...
Virtual Citizens. Just go to Google Virtual Citizens. There's a good article about how Barry unfortunately
we can put a link
saw...
to it,
yeah,
if I remember.
for sure. In the description. Yeah, just scribble it down there.
Scribble in.
But it's good. It's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot. It's funny.
Almost dropped my pen.
Good save.
What else? Oh yeah, the fuck Batman scene. Better in context.
But not only is it better in context, but they use a better take of him delivering the line. Yeah. Because in the trailer, it's really like melodramatic and like teenage grump kind of delivery. It's like, fuck Batman.
Well, that's funny because he's like, fuck Batman. And you're like, you doing a Batman impression, dude?
Yeah,
like, it seems like you're not over this.
Yeah. But then in the show, he beats the shit out of all of them.
Well,
and
they're all like, where's Batman?
They all keep saying, where's Batman?
Which
where's
is
Batman?
cool. Like, that's a fun little thing.
I like that. And then they go, oh, he's here alone. And they think that they're fine. And then he absolutely fucking destroys them. And then when they're all unconscious, he says to himself, fuck Batman. And then he just walks off.
Is this in the same universe as The Flash or Green Arrow?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
It's not a CW show.
Because those shows are bad.
I've heard the opposite.
Yeah,
I've never seen
by
any
people
of them.
with no taste, probably.
I've never seen any of them.
I've watched a little bit of The Flash, and it's
actually, you know what? I watched a little bit of Arrow, and it looked awful.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
They're really bad, and anyone who likes them has no taste. Yeah.
Just throw
anyone who likes this very popular TV show,
welcome to our podcast. Fuck off.
No, you can like them. I just will think less of you. The dialogue is super cliche for a lot of it.
Not even just cliche, but like it sounds like some of the things are said, particularly in that bus scene that we referred to earlier. Some of the things that are said at certain points sound like they wrote it for the first draft, and then they were like, we'll put in something that means something more than this later, and then they never got back around to it. Look, I already mentioned this to you, but there's a bit where like this guy is making fun of Raven, right? He's like picking on her on the bus, and then this other dude,
bully.
the 90s bully is making fun of Raven on the school bus, and then the 90s quarterback with his blonde hair parted at the side, and like his fucking Letterman jacket or whatever, he stands up and he's like, hey, leave her alone, man. And then the bully retorts very wittily with, oh, fuck off, guy, don't you have like a touchdown to throw or something? I'm like,
what? How is that an insult?
That's not an insult at all. It's not an insult.
Why don't you go and score more goals, you successful athlete?
Yeah, why don't you go do something that gets you tremendous applause and approval from Then
You're right, I do have more touchdowns.
And he's like, you know what, I fucking will. Thanks.
So I get that scholarship into college.
Yeah. And then, right, then your man, the quarterback, sits down and he's like, oh, whatever. And then the bully, and I suppose this does happen in real life, but the bully just leans into Raven then and just goes, slut, as if to be like, where did that come from? Like, what?
Yeah, you know.
But like, I guess guys do just throw that word around sometimes just to grind girls' gears, but it doesn't make any sense in the context.
And this is going off topic a little bit, but what the fuck is wrong with America? Because every time I see a bully portrayed in like any media, like in America, they're always the worst. Like, I never got bullied like that in school.
Do you know what I think is weird about American? Now that you bring it up, I wouldn't have had this thought otherwise. But what I think is weird about American portrayals of bullies is that a lot of the time it seems like they're like a lone wolf just out there to ruin everybody's day. I don't know about you, man, but I got bullied in groups. Like it was like 3 or 4 guys, and they were all making jokes. You know, it was like bullies do not have the guts to stand on their own and pick on you, because then everyone else would turn on them.
Yeah, like
there's strength in numbers for bullying, in my experience.
I have like no one really got bullied in my school. Like,
I mean, you say that.
I say that.
You say that.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, that is absolute bullshit.
But never like they do in in movies and stuff. Like there was never like a bully.
Yeah,
there's
right?
that guy that
Like
everyone knows.
When I
he's
think
the
about
bully.
like my like secondary school experience, and I think about like getting bullied, I think of like 7 people, like if not more, who I'm like, they all had a little. Like none of them were like the antagonist, but they were all just a group of shits.
Yeah,
like
there's those people everywhere you go. Like, Anyway, we're getting off topic. I'm just quickly looking through my notes again to see if there's anything else here. Raven's powers look boring. Starfire's powers look shit, but kind of good.
Yeah, what's that about?
There's a weird
Yeah, but she only uses them once as well, so maybe that'll get better.
Or worse, like I said to you, if it's anything like the Punisher, it's all a filthy lie. And they put all of their effort into the pilot episode, and the rest of it's shit.
Well, that's what I find interesting is that like my brother Harry, my 14-year-old brother.
What I've seen of episode 2 seems fine though.
Yeah, he came downstairs while I was watching episode 1 because I was in collection last night, and he was like, "Oh, you're watching it?" And he was like, "I've watched it all. I quite liked it. I would like it if you saw it all so we could talk about it." And then he specifically told me, "Don't let the first episode put you off." And I thought the first episode was fine.
Yeah.
So that implies to me that it does get better.
Either it gets better or it changes in some way.
Right?
Which is interesting.
Because a pilot can often be a little fucking shaky, But they have a lot of exposition to throw out.
With like superhero TV shows.
Yeah.
They put all their effort into the pilot.
And then
because that's what reviewers watch.
That's what happened to Steve. What's his name? Amell? Is it Steve Amell? The guy who plays Arrow. He got super shredded for the pilot episode because he had like months to prepare for it, and then it was months before they filmed again, and then it was like several seasons later, and he had to like go to the writing staff and be like, "Lads, if I look." Like, do I need to be shirtless in this scene? Because I put in so much work in that first season, and I have to maintain that now, and it's just not doable.
I don't know. Have you seen The Punisher?
No.
Don't bother.
Yeah, so I hear. It was season 2's out now, right?
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah.
It's probably trash too, like the rest of it.
Well, like, what's the point of even keeping up with them anymore? Because they've all gotten cancelled.
A lot of people really like The Punisher, and it's because, like, as a show, it's probably fine. But the cinematography, I bet your man
seems great.
The
guy, the performer,
he's really good. Yeah, no, the Punisher, like the character Punisher, is fine. It's the cinematography is so bad.
Yeah, you said that, but that could easily improve in a second season of a show.
No, it was really good in the first episode, and then it just went to shit after that because they stopped caring.
But but maybe.
I'm not going to watch 13 episodes.
Here's a theory, right? Here's a theory. I'm throwing out a hot theory. Okay, let's say. Right, you're the director of The Punisher, right? And you're being a little honest with yourself, and you're saying, okay, I kind of slacked off there for like most of season 1, right? But then you're taking a look around you, and you're like, wait, whoa, okay, they're canceling Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Okay, no, kind of thought that had happened. Whoa, they just canceled Daredevil. This second season needs to be the fucking shit.
No, they're just gonna probably cancel.
Oh no, they're definitely going to cancel it. They're all getting canceled.
Why? Oh, because it's ending soon.
What, like the deal?
The cinematic universe.
Well, it's not.
It's rebooting.
It's moving into its next stage, Brian.
What does that mean? What the fuck does that? It's moving into its next stage.
Well, it's been divided into stages up until now. The MCU. It's actually really fucking elaborate the way that they did it, and it's really clever. I've been meaning to write an article about it for Virtual Citizens for a million years now. But stage 1 Marvel movies consist of all of the initial fucking origin stories for all of the initial characters, and then the climax of phase 1 is the Avengers, and then phase 2 is like the sequels to those films. I think Iron Man 2 was already in phase 1 and stuff.
The next 5 years going to be fucking origin stories again?
Well, no, I think that they're trying to not do that because they've already gone. They've banged out the Doctor Strange one, which was not that great. They're doing Captain Marvel now, which I'm actually pretty excited for. It looks kind of cool. And you know what is cool about that is that I was not excited for it at all. I couldn't have given less of a shit. And with the more trailers that have come out, I'm kind of like, you know what, this looks like this could be cool.
I don't watch any of those trailers. They're all designed to make you want to see the movie.
Do you know what really makes me want to see that movie?
Which is fair. That's what a trailer's supposed to do.
Do you know what really, really makes me want to see Captain Marvel? Is I need to know, Brian, I need to know. Did they de-age Sam Jackson or did they just give him a wig? Because the man looks amazing.
Definitely they de-aged him.
But they could have just not.
I don't know. I feel like he probably
He's in it
old.
for the whole film.
Okay.
How could they do it? But is the technology
does he still
there,
look good?
Brian?
I feel like he still looks pretty good.
He looks pretty good. And he's just got hair. So I'm like, did they just give him hair? Because maybe if they just gave Sam Jackson hair, he would look like young Sam Jackson.
I mean, he's got grey hair now, so it's not.
Well, he's got no hair.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of, what's that movie with Quentin Tarantino?
Oh, Glass. No, it's fucking.
Oh, no, yeah,
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight, he has hair and Glass.
Glass just came out.
What color is his hair in Glass?
I think it's like grey and it's crazy afro. I haven't seen it. I have not even seen Unbreakable.
I'm not going to watch
Split.
Glass because people think. I don't understand this. Every time M. Night Shyamalan is like, hey, I'm bringing out a new movie, everyone's like, this is the fucking one.
Yes.
This is the good one.
This is going to be the Sixth Sense too.
Yeah. No, they're never good. They're never going to be good.
Do you know what?
Fuck off.
Blows my mind about that Glass film, right? It's
the same with, just really quick, it's the same with fucking Transformers. Every time a new trailer, I get people talking to me who are like, oh, no, this one looks really good. And it's like, I've watched all 5 of them. Or how many fucking ones there are now. They're all terrible.
I have heard that Bumblebee is by far the best Transformers film that's come out. However,
it's not hard to be by far the best Transformers.
Exactly.
You have to be a movie.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's exactly what they said on the Weekly Planet. They were like, oh yeah, it's the best one. But that just means that it's fine.
Now, I loved The Last Night, or whatever the... me and Ali watched it in Japan. And we just got a load of McDonald's instead because we were really hungover. And that was the funniest fucking movie I've ever seen. They blow up Anthony Hopkins with a grenade. He flies through the air. Fucking Sir Anthony Hopkins in what could be his last feature movie because he's fucking old.
He's very old.
They blow him up.
Yeah. Oh man, I had a thing. What were we talking about immediately before this?
Marvel.
No, it wasn't that.
Every new movie.
Oh,
Glass. We were talking about Glass.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So Glass, right? What blows my mind about this film, right, is that I don't know anything about it, right? Because I haven't seen Unbreakable. I haven't seen Split. However, I do know that Unbreakable came out about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And Split came out about 2 years ago. Right? And Split came out, and the plot twist, the Shyamalan twist at the end is, oh my god, it's a sequel to Unbreakable. And then within 2 years, he's released the third film. How does anyone think that's going to be good? How does anyone think that that's going to be good? I'll release this one, and then 20 years later, I'll release 2, and then immediately. Here's 3.
I don't think he planned.
Of course he didn't.
Like that. I think he's been wanting to do.
He didn't plan for the superhero movie market to explode. He did not plan for that, but he's trying to fucking adjust for it.
That's fair. I mean, found footage horror movies got really big for a while, and he did one of those that's shit. Because it's M. Night Shyamalan
and a fucking found footage horror movie.
There's been no good found footage horror movies.
Which we can confirm. We can confirm it. We'll get back to it.
We'll get back to it. Do we have anything else? We're finishing on Titans.
Oh, yeah. The Beast Boy scene.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
The Beast Boy scene tease.
Yeah, the little Beast Boy tease. Do you know what was really great about that Beast Boy scene? Was that tiger looked awful and I didn't care.
Yeah.
It was
hilarious.
So
it was green.
Great.
It was green.
It was green and glowing. And do you know what I really love about it as well? Is that in a world where the Teen Titans have not been formed as like a superhero team yet, like if you had the ability to turn into any animal and you would be glowing green, wouldn't you just steal anything? That's totally what you would do.
Yeah.
Of course you would break into a shopping mall and steal some video games. Because if that security guard looks down the hallway and sees a glowing green tiger, he's not going near you.
Like, think about it. You're a security guard. You're just hanging out playing fucking Crystal Castles on a PS4. On a PS4 for some reason. Fucking... That... Because I saw it and I was like, what the... Why a Crystal Castles reference? What the fuck? Why?
For what it's worth, like I'm the one. I'm talking most of the like comic book stuff here because I'm the comic book guy. But Brian is the video game guy.
Yeah.
He's not played this game, this Crystal Castles game.
I've probably played it at some point.
But he was able to tell me as soon as I got here that it is not available on PS4.
Yeah, he's got a PS4 controller. I think the last thing Crystal Castles came out on was the Xbox 360 with some Atari bundle or some bullshit. But it was originally like an arcade game from fucking way back in the day.
Oh.
You know, you gotta get Bentley Bear his gems or whatever the fuck. Can't remember what it says in the top corner. But yeah, he's playing that, and then there's a tiger, and there's real games. They're real video games that are thrown across the floor when that tiger's there, which is really weird to see in a show for some reason.
Yeah.
Like the Surge is there and Knack.
It was kind of weird because
There's a PS3 copy of Dark Sector, which.
Because even I, as someone who doesn't know anything about video games, could tell that they are real video games.
Yeah.
Just by the color of
why does it look so weird?
I don't know. It does though. It definitely does. Yeah. Especially, do you know what was really weird to me? It seems too real. What was really weird to me about it was that there was both Xbox games and PlayStation games there. That's what really threw me. Because I was like, if it was like one or the other, I'd be like, okay, they struck a deal. But it was just both.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It looked like they were filming in a real store.
Yeah.
That's plugged into the PlayStation, which is switched off.
I know, I realized that now.
Dara's vape is... Hang on, I'll plug it into the computer.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. This is actually something I wanted to touch on about Titans as well. So I'll talk about this while you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
So there's this like recurring theme in it that Raven can tell what the sus is with people, right? Or can she? This is the big thing, right? Because yes, she can in the comics and in the original show and all that jazz. She's like she can connect with your mind, you know, and kind of feel what you're feeling, see what you're seeing, all that bullshit, all that crazy nonsense, right?
Yeah.
However, it keeps happening. Like, for example, there's a bit where she's in like a homeless shelter, and this lady is like, "Oh, here, this shelter isn't safe for you. I'm gonna bring you to a children's shelter where you're gonna be safer." Right? And then they walk out of this building and they walk around the corner and they're chatting about it, right? And then Raven sees her reflection in a puddle, and her reflection is like, "Don't trust that woman. Get the fuck out of here." Right?
Yeah.
What I want to know, in hindsight, was should she have trusted that woman? Was that woman actually out to get her? Because when they walk around the corner of the building, your one's car is running. She left it running.
I thought that scene was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like second guessing yourself the whole way through it. And like
And that's the thing, is that even now I can't tell.
Was
tell.
That woman? And that's good.
Was that woman dodgy?
That was a good scene.
And I hope that comes back into it. I hope that we get
maybe it will. Yeah, I hope that we get
a resolution to that. I would like to find out whether or not, because that says a lot about that is, to me, the deciding factor between, is Raven's like inner turmoil and evil, is it like actually looking out for her, and is it like a sixth sense, or can it also just be wild paranoia?
There's a detail about that guy who tries to cut her heart out in episode 2 that I think you'll find quite interesting.
Oh yeah?
He shows up he doesn't show up. Actually, it's really cool because they've been doing CGI gore and stuff for the whole episode, and then in episode 2 he shows up on the coroner's table.
Yeah.
Because he pukes up all his guts. Spoilers for episode 1. And he's like
fucked.
He's like just a skin bag basically, and it's like an actual like
cool.
like dummy.
That's cool.
Made of like skin.
That was another thing about that. That was like, can Raven do that? Can Raven like?
Who knows what way they're going with those powers? They're weird.
They are weird.
Starfire's fire's not green, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, it is a little.
Because green's my favorite color, and Beast Boy's not green.
Yeah,
he's just an Asian dude.
Well, like when he turned back into himself, he was green for a second. Like it lingers for a minute, but yeah, his hair is green. His hair is green.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take that.
He looks fine. Do you know something? It should be.
At
to
least
be honest,
the animals are green.
Yeah, can we be real about it? Look, I know everyone's been complaining on the internet, being like, Beast Boy's not green. Why isn't Beast Boy green? If he was green, he would look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
If they painted that guy green, it would look ridiculous. They made a good call. Like honestly, is that what people wanted?
Well, you see, I've been watching a ton of Star Trek, so I think I'd be numb to it. That show is just all screen people. That's another thing I've been watching. I think we're done on Titans.
Yeah.
Well, are you gonna keep watching it?
Yeah, I'll give it
Same.
another fucking episode. I'll see what the crack is. Yeah.
I'll try and finish it between now and next episode, and maybe we can talk more.
Yeah, have a
about
proper
it
discussion. Yeah.
then. Spoiler cast at the end.
Ooh.
I've been watching a ton of Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm on like middle of season 2. It's really good.
I think that's the one I heard the best things about, because there's so many of them, and
I've heard Voyager.
Very mixed.
Is it Voyager? Or, I've heard The Next Generation is good. Deep Space Nine is good. Voyager is shit.
Which one has Sir Patrick Stewart?
That's the Next Generation. That's the one I'm watching at the moment.
That figures that one would be good. Yeah.
It's really good. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, so many memes. Have you seen any memes yet? Have you seen any Picard memes just happen, like in an actual scene?
No.
Like, have you seen him reach his hand out like this? I want to know what he's saying.
I haven't, but I follow people on Twitter who post Star Trek memes, and now I get them, and that's fun. When you you get into a thing, and you're like, I get the jokes now. This is fun. Star Trek's really good. Who would have guessed?
I actually watched a Mr. Gigi video the other day, and it was a new video that he had just uploaded, and he made a Trailer Park Boys joke, and I was like, I'm so glad that I get this now.
Shit.
Fuck, I so easily could have
You've been watching more of that.
Been watching more of that. Been watching more of Mr. Gigi.
How far into Trailer Park Boys are you now?
Oh Jesus, I couldn't tell you. A couple seasons in, a few seasons in. Shit's getting real.
What's your recommendation level at?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
Hearty recommendation.
Hearty.
I literally for 3 years.
No.
2 years.
No.
At least 2 years.
A year and a half. I'll give you a year and a half.
Well, I've been watching Trailer Park Boys for the last 4 seasons.
Okay.
That's 4 years.
Right. I'll give you a year and a half. All right.
I've been telling
it's only
you to
a year and
watch
a
it
half.
for so long.
It's only a year and a half in which I started to actually hear that recommended.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And
maybe it was Finn I was telling it to.
Maybe. But look, I already owned up to it, alright? I said in the New Year's episode, it was even before that, I think I said that I would watch it.
Yeah.
And now I am, alright? So you can't fucking rub my nose in it.
I'm not going to rub your nose in it. It's a good show.
It's a great show.
I wanted you to watch it because it's a good show that you'd enjoy.
I've also been watching...
I didn't want to be like, fuck you, Dari, you have to watch this.
I've also been watching some Drew Gooden videos.
Drew Gooden's amazing.
Yeah.
I watched all of his.
Yeah.
Do you know who's really good? We should watch some of his videos later on. Danny Gonzalez.
Exotic.
He does a lot of collaborations with Drew Gooden.
Oh, okay.
And they're fucking hilarious. There's a video that he did where him and Drew Gooden read erotic fan fiction about the two of them.
That's great.
And it's fucking hilarious.
That's fantastic. Do you know what I really like about Drew Gooden? This is a little thing. I really like that he met his girlfriend through Vine. I don't know why.
It's
really sweet. It's
cute.
really sweet, and then she appears in his videos
now,
and
right?
pretends that she hates him. I don't know.
Are they? I don't know if they're.
I'm not that up to date. I look. Sometimes a video pops up on my home page, and I'm like, that looks funny, and then
He's really good. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Even his old Vines are all really good.
Yeah, he's the Roadworks guy.
Yeah.
They're not all really good, because I watched a video of him reviewing his own Vines.
Okay.
Some of them were really shit.
He has a lot of good old Vines and a lot of bad.
A lot of really fucking bad ones.
Every Vine person ever, because it's a 5-second video, you can pump out 8 of them in a day.
But yeah, he's good. He's good crack. I watched one Gus video.
Gus is really good.
Yeah, what's his name?
Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson. How did I forget Johnson?
His sketches are fucking hilarious.
The only one that I've watched, it's not even a sketch. The only Gus Johnson video I've watched recently. Actually, no, I watched 2.
I've showed you Crayons.
Yeah, you showed me that. But I watched the video where he's giving out about Chris Brown.
Yes.
Which is not very funny, but it's great.
Because we were doing it.
We were doing it the other day.
But I think you messaged me and you were like, Gus has been listening to us.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think Dara remembers that we saw that video in my subs. And then started talking shit about
Is that how it came up?
Yeah.
That makes
and
sense.
I didn't have the heart to tell you, so I just went along with it.
That makes sense. But there was another thing that he posted as well. Oh, fucking Predator Chronicles. That was it.
Yes.
But
we watched that together, I
we
think.
did, yeah. But I also watched his video on the worst Dr. Phil interview ever.
Fuck, that's so funny.
Hysterical. Hysterical. Oh my God.
It's
Jesus
so dark,
Christ.
but it's so funny.
Yeah, man. But he could have not said anything and just let the interview play. And like your imagination could have filled in the blanks. It's outrageous. I cannot believe that they aired that shit on TV. Yeah. It's hilarious. Look that shit up if you're in the mood for a giggle.
Watch Gus Johnson. He's fantastic.
He is pretty good.
If we're going into YouTube channels that we've been watching, I've been watching a ton of Nakey Jakey.
Okay.
Who does video game based stuff. He's the guy. He's on the exercise. He sits on an exercise ball in like sweatpants, and he green screens himself into like the video games he's talking about.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
I've been watching a lot of him, and I've been listening to his music.
Were you there when we watched him play a flute? No, it was me, Finn, and Evan. I think it's that guy. We just watched him play a flute solo or something. It was so weird. So weird.
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah, because he can't play flute.
No. I don't know are we talking about the same guy?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
He was sitting on an exercise ball, though.
Man, let me get a picture of him.
He's cool.
But I've been listening to a ton of his music.
Yeah.
Because he also makes music that's like legit music that's really good.
Yeah, I think you told me. Yes, it is that guy.
It is that guy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just green screens himself in.
Maybe it wasn't a record. Maybe it was a recorder, not a flute. It was some weird bullshit. It was super strange.
He's really good. His YouTube videos are fantastic.
Something else.
That's it.
I've been watching a lot of Tim Minchin. For anyone out there who doesn't watch Tim Minchin, watch Tim Minchin. He's so funny and amazing at piano. Oh my God, he's so good at piano. It's incredible. He will break into a piano solo, and that's the joke. That's the joke. The joke is how good his piano solo is. It's amazing. I've been listening to the songs and just ignoring the jokes and just waiting for the piano solos. Like, it's madness. He's great. And he wrote the Matilda musical. He's great. He's really good.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Ali went to see that.
Which it has.
Said it was really good.
It's got more fucking award. I don't know which award it is, but it won more of them.
Is that the musical?
Any musical?
Is that the musical where they put the letters in on the gate and like climb up it?
Yeah, pretty sure. It's Matilda.
Yeah,
it's Matilda, the story of Matilda, but in a musical. And I discovered that Tim Minchin wrote that when my brother was doing that musical in school. Like, they were putting on a performance of it, and he came home with the sheet music, and I saw Tim Minchin on it, and I was like, no. And then I Googled it, and I was like, oh.
I may say that I may fucking tell Ali that. That's
man.
She went to see that up in Dublin. She said it was fantastic.
Also, some of his lyrics are weirdly beautiful, like really profound. Like there's some really nice shit in there. He's got this line in a song called fucking Not Perfect. And the whole song, like there's like maybe 3-4 jokes in it, and none of them are that funny. It's all just quite sweet. And there's this line in it where he's like being like, this is my body and I live in it and it's changed a lot and all this bullshit. And then he says, and the funny thing about it is I spent so much time hating it, but it's never said a bad word about me. And I was like, oh man, Jesus, that's not funny. I'm not laughing at all. This is really, that touched
There's a little bit
somewhere.
of he I think Bo Burnham takes a lot of inspiration from him.
Yeah, it makes a
and
lot
you can
of sense.
See it, like,
very, very, very clearly see it.
But they're definitely in the same kind of wheelhouse.
Same ballpark area in that they're very clearly portraying a character on stage, and you know, obviously there's the musical kind of parody thing. Yeah. But Tim Minchin is like, I'm finding it a million times better at just playing music as an actual musician. He's incredible. He's amazing.
Definitely a better musician for sure. Like,
I feel like my favorite Bo Burnham song in terms of like the actual music of it is Straight White Male, because there's a great piano solo in it. Yeah. And I feel like that must be Minchin inspired. Like,
oh yeah,
because that solo serves no humorous point whatsoever. It's literally just he plays a dope solo on piano.
They're both really, really good at piano. They're both make you want to play piano as well.
Well, that's one thing is that like Tim Minchin has just always been amazing at piano for as long as he has been like a public figure. But what's cool about Bo Burnham is that if you watch him from the start, from like his YouTube videos, and then you watch all the specials, you watch him get good at piano.
Better.
Which is pretty cool. It's nice to be in on that process, you know.
Yeah.
No.
What was I gonna say? I keep trying to I keep nodding at stuff you're saying. I'm forgetting that we're not on video. We don't
have a camera anymore.
But because we're not on video, it's much easier to pause. So before we get into the movie talk,
are we gonna pause?
We're gonna pause because I am fucking dying for a piss.
I am dying for shit. So it's just as well.
Nice. Okay. We will be right back now.
He did the thing.
He didn't do it well.
He didn't do it well. He never does do it well. But now there's
sometimes.
No. I listen back to these, bro. You don't.
So here we are.
Hang on. Shout out to Keno Gorman, who shared our Christmas episode. That was real sound of you, man. He made a music video, he made a song, and I was in the music video for that song. It's on YouTube under LSD by Keno Gorman.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
The video?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should watch that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good music video.
Wait, is that the one you showed me?
Yeah, man. I only showed it to you. It's a pretty good video. Like it's
very
well
good
directed. The people in the IT did it. Neve Quinlan, she works at Penny's. She's really fucking did a really great job.
It's funny because in that video I'm like, I've been there. I know that place.
Yeah.
I talked to the police on top of that. Fucking.
On top of that roof.
Yeah.
Were you there? Yeah. No. But you told me the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. Someone whacked Keith or something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, this doesn't make sense to anybody else.
Piece of shit that we know. Punched one of my friends in the face, and then we were like, we have to talk to the police, and the police were like, meet us on top of the car park.
Which is really weird.
What? Are we gonna like deal drugs to the police or something?
Or buy them from the police?
Maybe. Those would be the person to buy them. They seem to be out there grabbing them all the time. So anyway, we watched 1.1 movies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you want to maybe explain that while I open my beer?
Yeah. So we started watching this horror film called The Presence. It's a German film, and it was so shit. It was so fucking shit.
So bad.
And it got to one point, and there was one point in it that was so ridiculous and nonsensical that we were like, fuck this. And we were only like 20 minutes in. We just turned it off, and we went and found a different movie, right? And then we put that movie on, and that movie looked like it had potential to actually be a decent film, but it was really slow going at the start. It opened with a really cool action scene.
And long.
Yeah.
Not long, but it was longer.
Like, longer.
And we were already a bit into The Presence.
Yeah, so then
that was a short movie.
So then we were like, fuck it, let's jump back into The Presence. This is the first time we've ever done that. We were like film hopped for a second.
Well, today we had to pick a shorter movie because you were in work today, which you're usually not on days that we're recording. Yeah. So we started this a bit later than we usually do.
Or than we usually do these days anyway.
Yeah, we're working. We're working to try and make this thing work.
Seamless. Yeah. One of these days.
Yeah.
No. So, if you want to talk about the movie,
I didn't take any notes on who directed it. Daniel Greco.
The guy, yeah.
Daniel Greco or whatever.
Daniel, right?
Daniele.
Oh.
Which makes me think Danielle.
Yeah.
Fuck him. He doesn't deserve to get his name read out right because he can't make movies.
No. And we couldn't find his contact information to contact him about how he can't make movies.
I was going to send him an email and be like, why did you make this? Why? Like, it's fine. Making art's good. I always think it's cool to make some art, but this wasn't art.
No.
This wasn't anything. There was nothing original going on here.
It was a waste of my fucking life.
At no point could you possibly make something this bad and not know what you're doing. You know?
Yeah.
And the budget wasn't even that big. You could have just been like, actually, lads, let's move it in a different direction.
Yeah. Yeah. And look.
It's a German movie from 2014.
Yeah.
About a group of it's a found footage movie, but a group of Germans who go to an abandoned. We're doing big air quotes.
Big fucking air quotes.
An abandoned castle because ghosts.
Abandoned castle.
There's the premise. That's all you need. What were you going to say, Dara?
I was going to say that historically, horror films are a good idea if you don't have a massive budget, because you can make horror films with a really low budget, right? However,
or you just don't have to.
Fucking suck. They all suck, right? Paranormal Activity, or whatever the fuck it's called. Is that it? It is. Paranormal Activity?
Yeah.
That was made with piss money. None, right? And it did crazy well. And so everyone started being like, oh, well, you can just spend nothing on a film and make it a horror film and it'll do well.
See, the problem is people think that movie's good because it did crazy well. But crazy well doesn't mean like...
Yeah.
DC movies do crazy well.
Yeah, exactly. Batman vs. Superman. It did crazy
fucking fantastically.
well.
There's no art in that movie.
I mean, it did well.
Oh, really quick on the Titans thing, because I forgot to say this.
Okay.
Titans has better music choices than anything Zack Snyder has ever picked.
Doesn't it? The soundtrack is quite good.
It's really good,
yeah. Yeah, I forgot to mention that as well.
I just wanted to get that in there as a dig, because Zack Snyder's a fucking hack.
Yeah, Jesus.
Why are people want to release the Snyder cut?
My old friend.
People are like, release the Snyder cut. That'll be the good movie. And you're like, fuck off.
I've come to narrate a funeral scene again.
Anyway, yeah, The Presence is so bad we're talking about other movies while we're supposed to be talking about it. Because
talking about other TV
because
shows.
The problem is we're supposed to talk about films in this section, and The Presence isn't a film. I don't even know what it is. Someone left a camera on.
Sometimes they left it on. Sometimes it just turns off. Right. So it's a fucking horror film, right?
No, it's not.
Look, that's the idea. What's chasing them, you might ask? What's the ghost? What's the ghoul? What's the goblin? What's the thing that's coming to get them? We don't know. We have no fucking idea.
No, it's worse. It's worse than that. We do know. It's a ghost. It's every movie ghost that you like. It's every cliche movie ghost.
Do you know what it really seemed like for the majority of it?
Or
and we said this.
Or whatever.
It seemed like it was a haunted camera. Like it seemed more like what was going on. But then it wasn't even the case, because then doors just started like opening.
I
and
said
shutting.
that as a joke.
Yeah, but
don't bring that up anymore, though.
But if right, so here's my problem with this fucking film, right? Is that when it builds, it's trying to build tension. It's trying to build towards a moment where it's like, ooh, okay, here we go, some scary shit's gonna happen, right? And then it all starts going down. But what I mean by that is the camera whip pans really quickly, and maybe we see a door slam open and shut, and then we hear the actors go, and then cut. It's a new scene. We have no idea how that resolved itself. They keep getting attacked by something.
Ghost.
Something. And then it'll just cut to them asleep in their sleeping bags.
Oh no.
And it's like,
ghost.
What happened? When did it leave? What was the aftermath of it leaving? Were you all standing around for a minute being like, what the fuck was that? Or was it just like, oh, and then we went to bed? Like, what is going on in the in-between bits? It doesn't make any sense.
I shouldn't have started eating this cookie, I'm sorry.
It's okay. But the whole idea of it is that it's a found footage film, and they're going to this castle, this abandoned castle, which is incredibly well furnished, has working electricity, Wi-Fi.
Oh, actually, I made a list
of all of the things that make it not an abandoned castle.
I was going to finish my cookie, but that would have been a terrible idea. Where did I put my list?
Is it under me? No,
it is under you.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's not under you.
Nope, that's not it.
Are you serious? Did I lose the list?
Is it over there under the Lucasade?
No, that's where I was going to write my fucking episode 2 notes.
Oh, look, we can...
you just talk for a second while I look for it, because it's here somewhere for sure.
Yeah, so they go there with the intention of finding proof that this place is haunted, right? But then, if that is the case, then why do they keep shutting the camera off every time that something supernatural starts to happen? Surely they should be like, oh, this is the moment. But as soon as that shit starts happening, they either drop the camera, which, by the way, we see the camera in, like, the mirror. It's a big fucking camera. It's a really big, expensive
you don't drop
camera.
that.
You do not drop it. They drop it repeatedly.
And if you do drop it, you're not going to use it again.
No, it's broken.
As
it's
shit.
Gone.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I have a... Oh, here it is. I have a list of things that actually it's a lot shorter than I expected. I thought I made more things. So we looked, there's a scene where they're in a kitchen in this abandoned castle. And the kitchen is fully furnished as like a restaurant kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
With like stainless steel countered like everything.
Yeah.
Shelves.
It looks like the kitchen I used to work in as a waiter.
The garden is maintained.
Yeah.
The
as they're pulling up into the house, and it's supposed to be like, ooh, spooky.
I worked in a very similar manor house that it looked exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked really nice.
There's clean plates stacked up because it's a restaurant.
Yes. Very clearly a restaurant.
There's modern appliances like fridges with electricity. They open a fridge at one point and there's a light inside. We'll get back to the fridge. No, wait. Fuck it. Let's talk about the fridge right now.
They open the fridge the first time they go in to the kitchen, right? They go into the house. They drive up the fucking driveway. They go into the kitchen. They open the fridge. The light turns on in the fridge so we know that there's electricity. Yeah. They go back to that kitchen several times. And I need to make it clear that every time a new day happens, it comes up on screen being like 10th of February, day fucking 5. And then it's like, 14th of February, day fucking 9 or whatever. So it's all different days. They never close the fridge. They never close it. It's open the entire film. What? Why? Close the fucking fridge. Jesus Christ, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Like, even from like a paranormal perspective, how is that gonna help you find ghosts? I don't like it, Brian.
You have been so mad about this fridge for the last like 2 hours. You've been so upset.
Do you know what might be part of it? Is that my housemate left his fridge open. I think he left it open. I think that's what happened. And all his food spoiled. And I had to help him throw out the food and clean the fucking shelves.
How long did your kitchen stink afterwards?
It was actually not that bad because we scrubbed the place and then we lit candles and we left it.
Okay,
right?
that's smart.
But I had to clean out mold from these fucking shelves and shit. And then when I was done cleaning out the mold, I then had to reach into my sink and pull out a handful of mold and run out to my back garden and fuck it away, right? That's what happens when you don't close the fridge. That got picked up on your mic.
It did get picked up on my mic. It got picked up on both mics. Yeah, they never closed that fridge either.
It's just left swinging, and
some people say it's still open to this day.
But the door of the fridge, right? So the fridge is positioned in such a way that right to the immediate right of the fridge is a hallway that presumably just leads somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
and that fridge door is blocking off the majority of that hallway for the entire film.
Yeah, but the ghost's not in that hallway, so they never use it.
And then also, they're all sleeping in sleeping bags on the floor.
Like right next to each other.
Yeah, right beside each other, all tucked in, all cozy.
There's 3 characters. There's boyfriend and girlfriend.
And then there's a creep.
Sorry, I had a bubble in my throat.
There's an absolute fucking creep.
Yeah, there's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Who's their friend?
I don't know. He's there to fuck your one, or to try to.
Here.
Thank you.
Take some CBD. You're fucking.
I'm very riled up.
Oh man, you're so mad. Makes for good podcasts though. So maybe no. Actually, take the CBD out of your mouth, Dara. Keep shouting. I'm gonna have some though.
Go for it.
I didn't charge my vape, so
Yeah, you told me yesterday about how you needed to do that, and then you still didn't do it.
You're using my charger.
I am. I'm sorry.
Wait, let me see if my vape was charged. My little vape that Dara got me. We're talking about vapes now because I'd rather talk about anything than this.
Yeah, I sold Brian a little breeze. It's nice. I like the breeze. It's good.
I'm not getting any pulls off it because it's...
Yeah, it's super dead. Yeah, it's way dead.
I just turned it off by
accident. What was I saying? I was giving out about the fridge. Oh yeah, they're all lying there on the floor in these sleeping bags beside each other, right? But this fucking manor, right? I refuse to call it a castle. It's not a castle.
It is a manor.
It's a manor. If this manor has got this fucking modern kitchen, it's got like new stools at the tabletop, at the counter.
Yeah, like IKEA stools.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking house.
There's a scene where he runs past like thing, and you can see where they put everything that was on the shelves on the floor.
Yes.
Like all the jars of like ingredients and shit that they would use in the restaurant.
Yes,
that's probably in this manor because it's probably a hotel.
But here's the thing. Why are they sleeping on the floor? right? Because even in the room in which they are sleeping, immediately behind them is a bunch of furniture with fucking drapes over it and like sheets and stuff to keep it from getting dusty or whatever, right? But what that implies, what the size of the manor implies, and the level to which the manor is furnished implies, is that there are beds. There are definitely beds, or at the very least, a fucking couch. Why are they sleeping on the floor beside each other?
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Why do they do anything in this movie? Why do they keep cutting to like them outside of the castle to have like side conversations?
Yeah, some of which seem really tense, and they're filming them all. Like,
yeah.
There's a bit where one of them, right? Okay, no. We'll get back to that, right? So your man's girlfriend, right? Okay, so
I can't even like think about how to broach this movie.
Right? She gets possessed. Okay?
Assumedly.
She gets possessed. No, she does. Like, she gets possessed,
We're
right?
going to look it up.
Yeah, we're going to look it up. For the first time ever, folks. We've never done it before, but we've decided that we're just going to straight up look up the plot of this film.
Because we watch foreign language movies and try and talk about them.
Yeah.
But this isn't a movie.
No.
This is just
Nah.
This is a hate crime.
Yeah.
On video to anyone who is even remotely into films.
Yes, she gets possessed, right? And she's clearly having a really bad time this entire fucking journey, right? She doesn't want to be there. And she keeps trying to convince her boss to let her leave, right? And he keeps being like, not yet, right? First of all, bro, if you didn't keep turning off the camera when shit starts going down, you would have the footage you need and you could leave already, right? So, what the fuck on you? Just get it together. Second of all, you already have enough evidence that there's something going on there. And also, whatever it is clearly after your fucking woman. At least get her out of there. Let her leave.
Yeah, what the fuck? You, like, what? You let someone leave if they want to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. This movie... Fuck this.
Brian's looking at the trivia page on IMDb right now.
It was a hotel.
It was a hotel.
When the movie was filmed, eerie things happened on and around the set on an almost daily basis. The landlords of the hotel the team was staying in told them that the place was haunted. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
2 of 15 found this interesting because it's not.
That doesn't provide any plot info, no?
No.
Goddamn.
It doesn't even have a Wikipedia page because fuck this, it's not a movie.
Fuck this, it doesn't exist. It may as well not. It's on Netflix, by the way. It's on Netflix. If you want to waste an hour and 20 minutes of your life.
I don't see why it being on Netflix makes any... There's a ton of shit on Netflix.
There is. But I just...
We've seen it.
If nothing else, Brian, I think that this podcast should stand as a platform to discuss the amount of absolute trash on Netflix. Right? You're paying fucking, what, 12 quid a month? Yeah?
You have 4 screens,
like 12 quid
4
a month.
screens, yeah, 12 quid.
So let's imagine, right, that like, how many things do you think you watch on Netflix that you enjoy?
I don't know. I go back to the same things.
Let's say it's like 100 things, right? There's probably like 100, and that's probably being generous. There's probably like 100 things on Netflix that you watch and enjoy, right? And then a sea of shite just to fill the fucking spaces so that it looks like you have unlimited options. But you should never, ever, ever find yourself having to pick this option. The presence... Do not.
No.
It shouldn't even be you're like in case of emergency, maybe I'll just download it onto my iPad in case I'm ever stuck somewhere with no internet. No. Never do it to yourself.
Don't. Yeah, right? Don't. Just
So she gets possessed, okay?
She gets possessed. She gets possessed by whatever.
And she's clearly having an awful time and very clearly wants to leave, right? Your man, her boss, won't let her. Right? So then she keeps having these like side conversations with him where she's clearly being like, I want to leave. And then his creepy friend is filming all these conversations. And then at some point during most of these conversations, she turns around and is like, stop filming this conversation, right? And then, right, after she's been like 100% fully fucking possessed.
Yeah.
Her and her boff are in the basement or in the cellar or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They're having a conversation. They're trying to... He's trying to convince her to stay, right? Our guy, the fucking creep, is there with the camera and he's peeking around the corner looking at them because they don't want to be filmed during their intimate conversations. But then those intimate conversations, they become intimate moments. They start kissing, they start grinding, they start tearing each other's clothes off, and he keeps filming. He keeps filming. He's so into it. He's so fucking into it. He's so into her. He's so into her. That was the only actual plot line I could genuinely pick up from this film, was that your man's best friend wants to fuck his lady.
Yeah.
Why did you raise yourself to that level? You guys don't know this because there's no video now. But Brian just in his computer chair. So now he's like a good foot above me in the air, just looking down at me.
Because I got bored of talking about this movie and I needed to find fun somewhere, so I made myself taller.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this movie fucking sucked ass. Sucked.
So bad.
I said it to you while you were watching it. Worst thing Germany's ever done.
Yes.
100%. Worst thing Germany has ever done.
It's really fucking bad. Like, I can't even put it into words how bad it is. Actually, can I just say, right, because we didn't mention this at the time, but the reason that we turned it off originally and switched over to another film and then eventually ended up going back to it is because there's a scene where your man and his lady, right, the couple, they're alone in the woods outside the manor, right? And they're like walking along, the dude is filming your one, and they're like chatting or whatever. Obviously, we don't know what they were saying, right? But then it gets to a point, right, where something scary happens, but we don't know because we don't see it because we never see anything scary.
Never.
Right?
Not once in the movie.
And then your man drops the camera, which again, what the fuck? How's the camera still working, right? And then he runs over to his girlfriend, but we don't see that because it's off screen because the camera's pointed in the wrong direction. And so a very helpful spirit, I suppose, pans the camera towards them so we can see them. Who are we expected to believe did that?
The ghost.
Why?
He's very helpful.
Because the ghost is more passionate about cinematography than the guy who made this fucking film. My God, it doesn't make any sense.
They should have got the fucking ghost to film this movie. He was doing a better job.
He was.
Or she, we don't know. We don't know.
Whatever. But then, what else happens? It's ridiculous.
Right, can I just quickly go through the anatomy of a scare in this movie?
Go for it.
Face and loud noise. That's it. It's just nothing happening for 30 seconds, like a literal blank shot, and then it's someone's face and a scary noise and static.
And then sometimes he just dropped his chair. Sometimes it's just a blank shot. There was like a 40-second minimum shot of grass where they dropped the camera in some grass, and that was it. We were just looking at grass for a while. We were just staring at it. I wish we timed it. It was an outrageous amount of time. And then, right, you're looking at grass for ages. You're just sitting there staring at grass. And you were in the corner playing piano at this point because you were so fucked up with it.
I was trying to liven the movie up.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was like, this is just grass. I'm just looking at grass. I can't believe I'm still looking at grass. This is obscene. It went on for about 30 seconds. Fade to black. Picture comes back up. We're still looking at grass. It's the same shot. What the fuck?
They cut the shot.
Why? Why did they cut the shot? Oh my God, Brian. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so much worse than I thought a movie could be.
Right? I thought I had seen the worst movie I was ever going to see. Apparently not.
No.
And now this makes me think, is there worse than this out there?
I bet there is.
Where is the bottom of the barrel? Where is it?
Jesus. Because it's a fucking
we've dived into the barrel with this podcast, and we're just still falling. We haven't reached the... We thought we were scraping the bottom of the barrel, but we're not.
Can you say that the Monkey King had a better narrative than this film? At least it was like a story
that was based
we
off
off
an old school fable.
Yeah, we were like following the story. Ali Baba had a better narrative than this film.
Again, based off an old school fable. Let me tell you what was a better movie than this. Young Tiger.
Young Tiger was a better film than this. You are absolutely right.
Sendero was a better movie.
Sendero was better.
Eel,
yeah, you know what? All of these films at least had one actor who was performing it well. This had nothing. It had nothing going for it.
And you know what the worst part about this movie is? What the worst fucking part about this movie is? This is exactly the type of movie that gets really successful in cinemas. Because fucking teenagers go and see it, and it's the new scary movie. It's exactly the problem with modern horror. There's no substance. There's nothing going on. You just gotta hit the fucking checks in the box, and you're done.
This film...
Pump it out. People will go see it because they're dumb.
Yeah, this film builds zero tension. Right?
Go to a film in the middle of the day if you don't know what I'm talking about. Take a day off work. Go to the cinema at 3:00. You will hate it. You will hate yourself. You might start a fight. You might get in a fight.
It's really warm in here. I'm really working myself up.
I'm in a jumper. I'm not.
This film builds absolutely zero tension. There's no tension in the film whatsoever, right? And that's where scares should come. There should be a feeling of tension, and more so than boogie boogie boo, which is what this film is.
You're waiting for the next jump scare that's not going to work.
All of the scares, all of the attempted scares in this film are jump scares, right? But I couldn't even call them jump scares because, look, we've all seen horror films. I think we can all predict a jump scare to a certain extent. However, this film gives you a visual cue that a jump scare is coming. Because the camera will just start going static.
Yeah.
Right? And there'll be no music. There's no music building. The camera just goes static, and then we're like, oh, here comes a jump scare. And then it's not a ghost. It's not a demon. It's nothing. It's some guy who isn't one of the two guys already portrayed in the film. Maybe it's the director. Just some guy going up to the camera and going, oh! And then he's gone.
That's it.
And then cut to the next scene, because who cares?
Do you know when a jump scare doesn't work? When you fucking expect a jump scare, which you do every time, because
every single time.
Every time they're like, oh, it's a static shot of them just asleep in their bed. What do you think's going to happen? And to the movie's credit, oftentimes nothing happens. The scene just cuts and that's it.
And you know what happens a lot of the other time as well? Sometimes they're having a conversation and, someone is filming someone, right? And then... they're we're just watching some guy, look at some other guy, and he's, chatting in German or whatever. And then off to the right, you hear this, and then they all start going, ah! And then the camera's just all over the place, and you can't see a damn thing. There's nothing scary about that. Nothing.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Dara.
Hit me.
How many scenes in this movie did you like?
Are you shitting me?
How many scenes did you like? Just give me a number.
I'm trying to think.
It was probably zero.
It was zero. I think it was
right?
zero.
Did watching them a second time on a smaller screen make them any better?
You know what? I actually think that this scene was better the second time around when I'm watching it on a Mac that is on a table.
So there'll be a scene every now and again where something happens. And then the next scene will be them watching it on a laptop.
Yeah, and they're watching
and they watch the whole scene.
They watch the whole scene that we've just watched 30 seconds ago. And they're sitting there being like, look, man, can you believe this? And I'm like, yeah, I can believe it. Because it's nothing. It's a ghost. It's nothing. What you're looking at is nothing. None of anything of what you have is anything.
I hate this movie.
I
hate this movie. I hate this movie. We've been talking about this movie for half an hour, and I think that's about all I can fucking stomach.
I can't manage anymore. I can't do anymore.
Don't watch this movie.
Don't do it.
Watch Titans instead.
Watch Titans, man. Give it a go. It's good. It's less. It's not as long, and it's better.
I know. Probably the worst endorsement ever is surprisingly good, but Titans is surprisingly good. Yeah. Watch that instead of this.
Definitely.
Don't watch this.
Or just watch anything else.
If you ever meet anyone
watch
involved...
Paranormal Activity instead of this.
If you ever meet anyone involved with this movie, anyone who listens to this, if you ever meet anyone... If any of the creators are listening to this right now, fuck you. If you ever meet anyone involved in this, just spit in their face.
Yeah.
And tell them that Translation Lost sent... Tell them that Dara Eaton told you to do it.
Yeah, do. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. All right. Oh no, one more thing.
One more thing
Before
we move on.
Right. A lot of the film, a significant portion of the film, is done in night vision camera, right?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of that night vision camera, you can't see anything. And when I say you can't see anything, I mean there is literally like a dot, like a spot in the very center of the screen that's kind of greenish. And that's all you can see. Everything else surrounding it is black. And those scenes can go on minutes.
The problem with the night vision scenes is they look like they're just scenes shot in the dark, but tinted green.
Yes.
That's literally it.
Exactly. It's nonsense. Oh, no. One more thing, right? Because we already fucking mentioned it. But at the very end, your man... Okay, no, actually, I gotta go into this ending scene because it makes no sense. Brian is currently chugging his beer. I don't blame him. I'm about to join him, to be honest. Give me the last drop of that shit, man. No,
For a second there, I put it out and you looked like you were going to grab it. And I was like, oh no, is this happening?
Is it happening? Is it happening and we're not going to get video proof?
I don't think I have enough beer for me and Tara. No, that was my first thought. No problem.
All right, so... End scene, right? Is okay, your one gets possessed, right? And then her boyfriend goes and finds her out in the garden, out in the fucking woods, right? He finds her and she's just standing there. And then she starts screaming, right? And she starts screaming. And then naturally, as you might expect from a film of this nature, it just fades to black. It doesn't even fade to black. It cuts to black, right? And then, seemingly out of nowhere, I can't remember how we got from that point to this, but then suddenly... all we're seeing is like a shot of a guy, and he's clearly holding the camera, right? But his arm is stretched out in front of the camera, and he's running through the house. He's like running upstairs and stuff, but his arm is just...
It looked like a fucking doom wad.
Yes, it did. I know what you're talking about right now, right? It's just, his arm is just outstretched in front of the camera, covered in blood, and it's just kind of twisting and turning as he runs up and down stairs, and then he's just running, and we're watching him run, and we're watching his hand move around for some reason, and then... suddenly it's like, whoa, and he just falls off a roof, right? And then the camera cuts to black, right?
Yeah.
And then it comes back on its own, and it's just a shot of his hand lying on the ground, dead.
This was police evidence footage.
Yeah.
So, assumedly the police edited it.
Yeah.
There was some artistic policeman who was like, I think...
Yeah.
Well, very clearly not artistic, actually. Yeah, never mind.
No one artistic was involved in any aspect of this film. But I said this to you at the time, right? If that fall killed him, if it killed that man, then it broke that camera, all right?
That giant camera.
That huge fucking camera with that massive boom mic coming from it, it killed the camera. It's dead. It doesn't work anymore.
Fuck this movie. We're taking a break. We'll be back to do emails.
Oh.
Don't watch this movie. It sucks. We will be back right now. Now!
God, he pressed the wrong button twice before he fucking got that right.
I still don't know how to do that.
He has no idea. You just press record again, man.
It's so much easier now, though, that we don't have to do a fucking clack test every time. Although I am sad that I don't get to use my clacker board.
We'll have other reasons too in the future. Don't worry about it. I've calmed down, by the way, everyone. Brian's mother made me get a biscuit. She was like, "Derek, go out to that kitchen, get yourself a biscuit, and calm down." My God, I'm gonna destroy your throat.
Putting a lime in my beer.
Put the lime in the Corona, and
because that's what you do. I wish I could try some, but
yeah.
So summery. That's me. That is me drinking Corona. Dara, we can't do that on iTunes.
Sorry.
What the fuck was that? All right.
I'll have what he's having.
I was going to make that joke, but I fucking didn't because I'm better than that.
Yeah, well,
and I'm better than you.
I can make it about myself, Brian.
Where's the guitar?
Oh shit! Yeah, well, no. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's the guitar? Come on, I do this. I didn't do it last week. I have to do it. I have to do it big this week.
Oh yeah.
E minor.
Oh no.
E1. whatever this one is.
Hey, that's 7th.
E7 males.
Bit obscure.
I'll give that guitar back to you. We have one email again this week. If you want to send us an
word
email, because we
from
never fucking do
Barry,
this.
ladies and gentlemen.
We never fucking do this when we're supposed to.
Nope.
If you want to send us an email,
About
and
absolutely
anything. It can be a
at all.
question. Maybe you have something you want to ask us that only we can solve.
Yeah, surely. I'm waiting for someone to.
We both have lived long lives, and we can basically give advice on anything.
We have what? Like maybe 45?
Collectively, like 400
45?
years between the two of us. We can give advice on anything. We can answer any questions you have about any piece of media. We've watched it all. We've seen everything.
It's true.
We've seen every movie.
We've even seen The Presents. And no one's seen The Presents.
Yeah, we had seen it before this. We had.
Hopefully no one's seen The Presents for the sake of other people.
I hope not.
No. Ask us anything. We'll talk about anything.
Ask us anything, or even just talk about anything.
Yeah. We'll comment on it.
We'll comment on it.
But for now.
Also, from now on as well, if we're on iTunes, if you go ahead and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, we will read that review in this section as well.
Yeah. If you leave us a 1-star review on iTunes, we'll block you forever.
Well, you can leave a 1-star review. We just might not read it.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
We'll read it to each other in our downtime and laugh.
I think we deserve 5 stars, Dara. I don't know about you, but you just orgasmed on the fucking fun.
Like a woman. A word from Barry.
A word from Barry. Barry writes in regularly.
Yeah. Good to hear from you again. It was a short one last week.
So Barry says, marveling at that Simpsons shirt. Oh my God. Last week I was wearing a Simpsons shirt. Funny fact about that Simpsons shirt. Dara bought it for me.
Boom.
For my birthday.
I was going to buy you a One Punch Man t-shirt, but they're really hard to find.
Yeah, you got to go online for those probably, right?
I did not give myself enough time.
Yeah. No, that Simpsons shirt's really nice. Did you get it in Pennies?
Yeah, I did.
Pennies have surprisingly good licensed
yeah, they do,
merch.
Don't they? Yeah, they really do.
I have a Pokemon shirt that's the same.
Yeah.
It's like all the characters over and over
everywhere,
again.
Like
and it's like a really high quality t-shirt that's really nice.
Yeah, this t-shirt I'm wearing right now is from Pennies. I quite like this t-shirt. I'm wearing tracksuit bottoms from Pennies. I'm Pennies the fuck out right now, Brian. Oh, he's taking off the jumper. Ooh, Super Mario t-shirt. I'm guessing it's from Pennies.
My girlfriend's ma got me this. I'm going to assume it's from Pennies because it feels like a Pennies t-shirt.
Yeah, but
really nice t-shirt.
Looks good.
Really fucking
good.
Nice t-shirt.
Yeah.
I love this t-shirt. It's really comfortable.
It looks like Mario's about to step on Yoshi.
No, he's jumping off Yoshi to get the star like he does in something.
Okay.
I haven't played that many Super Mario games, but I play video games.
Yeah,
I play video games, so family members are like, "Oh, Mario." Yeah.
That's a game.
Yeah. Do you play Fortnite? Oh, the amount of times I have like younger cousins. Do you play Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. I'm no good at it. I'm bad. Anyway.
Don't blame you. Right. Go on.
Does your younger brother play Fortnite?
He does.
Get rid of him.
I think he stopped. I think he used to, and now he spends all his time playing Spider-Man.
That's fair.
Did he
play Red Dead after, actually?
They lost it. They fucking lost it. They fucking lost the video game that I got my brother for Christmas. They lost it. I got him a copy of Red Dead, and
Did they lose
gone.
it? Did they lose it, or was it like, this is an 18s game?
No, man, because I said it to my ma beforehand. I was like, look, it's an 18s game. But it's
there's nothing in it that's
like whatever,
like
you can
violent.
blow fucking
that's
heads up or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's already done all that shit.
He's already blown a few heads up himself.
Aye, come on.
What? I mean, like.
Yeah, whatever. Let's move on to the
Okay,
email.
yeah, that came out wrong.
Yeah.
That came out wrong. Anyway, Barry says, I'm back. Thanks for the well wishes, guys. I'm pleased to say my trip went even better than expected.
Hey.
Barry was in North Carolina.
Yeah, visiting the girl.
Visiting the girl.
The girl. Glad to hear that, man. That's good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Everything went smoothly, and I really, really enjoyed my time there with my girl. That's great.
Nice.
We went to an art museum and ate lovely food and played a lot of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, if you know what I'm saying. I unlocked like 40 characters on that thing. Oh my god, everyone is here. Still love Wolf O'Donnell's very purple outfit. Dude, Super Smash Brothers is fucking great.
Yeah.
I also unlocked every character. It took me so long. Because I bought it, and then like 2 days later, all of the lads were coming up.
Oh, yeah, I remember
and
that.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I have to unlock every character before they get here. And I
sat in the corner playing piano the entire night.
You don't like video games because you're shit.
Fuck video games. Play piano, kids.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, for sure. I've wasted so much fucking time playing video games. Since my last correspondence, I have absolved myself of my incredibly dumbass vow and seen Aquaman the necessary 3 times.
Congratulations, Barry.
Fucking well done.
Yeah.
An article recounting my journey is now on the Virtual Citizens website.
Sorry, go on.
Commiserations, yeah. An article recounting my journey is now on the Virtual Citizens website. Please read it. Please, somebody read it.
I did. It's good.
Yes, we'll put a link to that somewhere.
It's funny. It's a really fun article because he goes. It's split like, but like he gives his like thoughts after each viewing, and it's really fucking funny watching his opinion progress.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
I'll have to read that. I haven't read it yet.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Also check out all of his other stuff.
Yeah,
too.
he writes a lot.
Check out the
for that
Virtual Citizens
site.
in general. It's a really good website.
Yeah,
There's a ton of really good articles on there.
No. 2 of them are by me. If you
Yeah.
fucking scroll down far
2
enough.
very good ones.
Thank you.
Let there be some glimmer of wisdom to be found in this testament to man's folly. Normally, sentences in these emails which begin with the word "God damn it" are addressed at Dara. This is a nice change of pace. God damn it, Brian. Watch the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Barry.
It's been a favorite of my family for as long as I can remember. We rewatched it recently in honor of Aretha Franklin, and it's still fucking gold. To correct Dara's embarrassing error, that's more like it. The film doesn't feature Stevie Wonder, but Ray Charles. Jesus Christ, Dara, how could you ever possibly mix those 2 up? God.
Thanks, Barry. Sorry and thanks. It's a great film, though. Fuck's sake, Brian. What the fuck?
They're not even blue. I don't care.
It. Can we watch it tonight? It's not that long. It's on
I
Netflix.
don't want to watch it tonight. I'm going to watch it with Ali, I think.
You fucking...
Because she hasn't seen it either, and we're planning on watching
You've got a girlfriend. Yeah.
I do. I have a girlfriend because I'm better than you.
I have a girlfriend. She's right here. Look.
Oh, no.
Sorry, go on. I'm sorry.
I think I shook hands.
I can't believe that. Hang on. That's definitely the stupidest thing I've been interrupted an email with.
I think I shook hands with your girlfriend earlier when you walked in.
Okay, come on.
Speaking of blind people making jokes about how blind they are, that was a running gag I greatly enjoyed in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Flawless segue. I think I'm going to start pestering Dara about whether he's been using that DVD box set I lent him way back.
Yeah, man.
If he hasn't, I'll need to find a way for the creators of the show to personally insult him. That worked for Emmett and his Skullduggery Pleasant book.
No, it didn't. I have not finished that book.
No, for Emmett.
For Emmett.
He had Derek Landy make fun of Emmett.
No, he had Derek Landy make fun of me. Emmett had Derek Landy make fun of me for not returning.
You haven't read it?
His book.
You returned it?
No.
You're a real piece of shit, Darren.
I saw him a little while ago. It was really nice. We went to Eddie Rockets.
You're a real piece of shit, Darren.
I am a real piece of shit.
And by that worked, I mean it was very funny. Yeah. In conclusion, I'll be disappointed if you guys don't actually build a fort now. Well, we said we were going to build a fort in the last episode.
I don't even remember that one.
Oh, man.
No. Let's build a fort, though.
Yeah,
oh
right?
My God. Yeah.
I have a couch with
We'd
cushions.
build a great fort.
Did you ever build forts out of hay bales?
Yeah.
Back when you were a
Yeah.
kid? We had enough kids that we were able to build 2 forts and have a war.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My granddad's back garden was just a big bog. Like, it turns into a massive fucking bog. And farmers used to keep, like, massive bales of hay back there. And we would, like, my cousins and I would, like, climb up on top of them. And it was weird because it was, like, most of them were fairly close together. And then there was, like, the last 3 would just be really far apart. And so it'd be, like, we'd all be, like, jumping from, like, bale to bale. And then, like, just, like, leaping, trying to make it to the last one. And no one could, ever. It was great. Hours of fun trying to jump on a bale of hay.
Dude, hay bales are just endless fun when you're a kid. We did it, and then we made 2 forts, and we were playing all day, and then the farmer came out. Because it turns out that someone owns these hay bales.
Yeah, right.
And the farmer came out and like roared at everyone. He was like, "What the feck is going on out here?" And we were all like, "Oh shit." And then one of the braver kids was like, "We built 2 forts with your hay bales." And the farmer was like, "Okay, just be careful." And went back inside. So we spent all summer playing on our fucking hay bale forts.
Yeah, it's weird when farmers come out to complain about that shit. Are they concerned that we're trying to steal their hay?
No, you might hurt yourself on their property.
Yeah, that's what they're more. Yeah, definitely.
But the thing with this farmer was cool. He was like, "Yeah, you're good."
Is that the farmers would come out and give out to us for being on their hay bales, and that wasn't their fucking property. So they just didn't want us on their hay bales?
What do you mean it wasn't their property?
It was my granda's property. My granda just let them put them there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
I always assumed it was because the farmer didn't want us to hurt ourselves
Makes
on his
sense.
property.
That does make sense.
Which is pretty fair, to be honest.
Makes perfect fucking sense, yeah.
Although if we did, our parents would probably just be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
You're a kid.
Oh, no, a kid got hurt.
Yeah.
Doing some fucking stupid ass shit. Right, go on.
Kind regards. We should have just ended
Wow, we should have, yeah.
Kind regards, Barry. Black Manta did nothing wrong except several murders, Neenan. Black Manta has one of my favorite pages in one of my favorite comic book openings in comic books.
Yeah.
It's the opening to a storyline, and it's several people in a butcher's, and the guy who is Black Manta is just working behind the counter in this butcher because he beat Aquaman, and he's just gone back to his regular life. And then there's a news story that's like Aquaman's back, and he doesn't see it.
Yeah.
But then one of the customers is like, "Did you hear? Aquaman's back to him." And you just see his eye, a close up of his eyes, and he murders everyone in the butcher's and just walks back into the sea. And it's the fucking best. Without saying a word, he just kills all these innocent people and fucking walks into the sea.
Oh, that's so Black Manta.
It's fucking hilarious.
Well, Barry is now the official Black Manta apologist. He was so into him when we watched that film. And look, don't get me wrong, he's a beautiful, glistening black man. He looks great.
Does he? I haven't seen. Who plays him?
He does. I don't know. A beautiful, glistening black man.
A beautiful, glistening black man.
But he's yeah, I guess he's got. Look, his motivation is definitely on point. He has reasons for doing what he did. Fucking, his motivations are that in the opening scene, Aquaman kills all of his friends and his father figure.
What?
Yeah.
Just for the fuck of it?
Well, no, they're pirates. They're pirates.
Yeah.
But then he breaks in and he kills them all. And then he doesn't kill your man, your man, Black Manta's father figure, but he gets crushed under a metal pipe or something that Aquaman can easily move, and Black Manta's like, "Yo, save him," and Aquaman's like, "No, fuck you," and then he just leaves.
Is that your phone going off?
Might be.
I think your phone is getting Facebook messages.
You were right. It's the computer mystery crew.
Now it's you.
Now it is me.
Now it's
I didn't fucking
you.
say anything about it earlier, Brian. All right.
Mine didn't go off. I had it on silent the whole time.
You're full of shit. Fuck you, bro.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I am.
You're right. I am full of shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, before I move on from it, because Barry brought it up in the email, I have not gotten to Avatar, but the other day, while I was cleaning my room, I found the box set, and I was like, oh yeah, fuck, I borrowed those from Barry. I may watch them, so yeah, I'll get around to that. I'll at least have watched the first couple of episodes by next week. And we can discuss that then. Yeah. Because I've been meaning to watch it for years.
I haven't watched it in many years. Yeah. But I have watched the first few seasons. Yeah. So.
I've heard nothing but good things. It's
good.
It's ranked 13th of the best series ever on IMDb.
That's
Do you know that?
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
That's not fair. That's not right.
I've heard that it's great.
It's great, but it's not best 13th best series of all. Wait, best animated series?
I don't know, man. I wasn't paying that much attention.
If it's animated series, then that's fair.
It came up in a YouTube video.
If it's actual TV shows, that's too close to The Sopranos.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, I'll check that out for sure because I've been meaning to for a long ass time. Yeah.
Can we take a break really quick? I just need to pee. I'll be like 2 seconds. I'm just going to run to pee.
Right, go for
it. Be right back.
I
pressed the record button, Dara.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. We're going bullshit for Brian. A bullshit for Brian. A hair like a lion. A curly-haired lion. Bullshit for Brian. A bullshit for Brian. No, I'm not a lion. Time for bullshit for Brian. So this is the segment where we just talk about some bullshit that we want to talk about, because sometimes we just want to talk some shit, and that's what this segment's for.
I don't have any bullshit.
Okay, I've got the tiniest thing. I'm just going to breeze past it. I don't want to spend long on it.
Yeah, just in case anyone didn't... Actually, just really quick, in case anyone didn't pick it up while we're in the middle of playing a fucking song into the microphone. This is where we just kind of talk about stuff, because it's the end. We're wrapping up.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
We're just having some
shooting
fun.
the shit. Shooting fucking shit.
Shooting the shit.
Right? So here's some serious shit. It's some pretty serious shit. I don't want to spend too long on it. But a few episodes ago, I brought up Dan Schneider, the guy who made Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, Zoe 101, all your faves from when you were a kid, right? I kind of asked. I was like, I did kind of ask. Well, I don't know what joke you were about to make.
I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it. It's no good.
I kind of asked at the time. I was like, whatever happened to Dan Schneider? Turns out he was fired from Nickelodeon this year, and some pretty fucking questionable circumstances surrounding that.
She's not of age. I don't want to be insider Schneider.
No, it's great, but no.
I hope that didn't get picked up by the mic, but it definitely did.
Yeah, it's fucked, right? And look, like I said, I'm not going to spend a million years on it, but...
We should have seen this coming!
Definitely, but this is the thing, is that I did. That's the thing about it, is that when I remember being young, and I would watch his shows, I watched Drake and Josh, and I was like, this is great. And then I watched Zoe 1, and I was like, this is great. This ended too soon. And then I watched iCarly, and I was like, it's getting kind of weird. And then I was like watching Victorious with my little brother, and I was like, this guy... over-sexualizes underage women, and it's not cool. And I became aware of it when I was young. I didn't really fully understand the extent of just how fucked it is. It's pretty fucked.
Do you think if you went back now and watched it, like, you'd notice more stuff? Was it just because you watched Victorious with your brother as an adult?
Yeah, because I wasn't even an adult. Like, I was a teenager, but I was old enough to know that it was weird. Yeah, for sure. And like the content of those shows definitely got more sexual. Like, Victorious is a much more sexually exploitive show than Drake and Josh was. Drake and Josh was a show about two funny stepbrothers, and they had a little
I'm going to
rewatch
sister. Drake and Josh.
It was adorable and hilarious, right?
I found it on Amazon Prime.
And then Victorious, yeah, oh nice. And then Victorious was a show about like, you know, Victoria Justice, who's really hot, and Ariana Grande, her friend, who's really hot.
Wait, how old are they?
Not old enough. Like, if they were of age in the show.
How old is Ariana Grande now?
Oh man, I don't know, but she's looked like a toddler for her entire life. Yeah, Google it.
I gotta make sure.
Give her a googs, mate. As the Weekly Planet would say. Give her a googs. He's Googling it.
I'm Googling it.
And she is.
She is. Oh, fuck, dude. Don't do me like this, Wikipedia. Give me a goddamn age.
Or at least a birth date.
I'm scared.
Come on now.
Oh, she's 25. Thank Christ.
She's 25.
Thank God.
But like she's 25 now.
Oh, I've only seen her. I've never seen Victorious. I've only seen her.
That
like,
was
music
years ago.
videos from like 3 years ago.
Years ago. Like,
okay.
Many years.
She was a child at this point.
Was. If she wasn't a child, she was only just barely not a child in the eyes of the law. Let's put it that way. And what's important is that she was playing a child. She's playing like a 15-year-old. Well, regardless as to what age she is, she's like 15 years old in the show, as is everyone. And it's fucked. It's weird. So let's just not talk about it anymore. There's loads of stuff online if you want to know about it. Loads of stuff. And it's all speculation, but it all makes perfect sense as well. I'm not
How did iCarly afford that apartment?
I don't know. It was extraordinary. And your man's art was no good.
No, he was an artist.
Spencer,
you don't afford it.
No one ever bought it. No one ever bought the art.
No one ever.
No.
Never.
No, it was 3 fucking stories. And you know something as well, is that before they started the show, before they started doing iCarly in the 3rd level, What was that? What were they using that for? What a waste of money. They just had a third level to their apartment that was just going spare. Like, what the fuck?
I never realized that.
Right? Like,
because there's no way they bought that after iCarly started.
No.
Because
they were just
the
like, oh, just use the third level.
The fucking guy who uses the camera is her next door neighbor.
Yeah, and he
they've
just
clearly been
happens to
friends
own
for a long
all
time.
of this incredibly expensive equipment.
Here's a cool thing to do, and I found this out on. I remember because the Dan Snyder being a fucking creepy bastard thing has been a thing on the internet for a while on forums and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember someone posted a clip of scrolling through the wiki page. You know, like a wiki? Like you have like the Marvel comics have a wiki with all the characters have their own page.
Yeah.
iCarly has a wiki, Darren.
You're right.
And
oh, is you pulling up the fucking iCarly wiki?
Yeah, I am
about to pull up. Did you just X the Google Chrome
I did X
tab
the Google thing.
in order to open up the Google Chrome tab and look
What's
up
the two names of the guy with the camera and
Freddie
her friend?
and Sam.
Okay.
Who, by the way, your one who plays Sam, Jeanette McCurdy, she seems like she's
SETI.
a little damaged. What?
SETI.
SETI?
The Wikipedia page for the romance between Sam and Freddie.
It's called SETI.
It's called SETI, but that's just like a thing for fan fiction.
Okay.
Let me scroll through it really quick.
Okay.
And I urge any of you to go to the iCarly wiki and just have a scroll. You don't need to read it. Just watch how long it takes me to scroll from the top to the bottom.
Okay, go. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so many pictures of them either kissing or nearly kissing. Oh
We're
my
still
god.
going.
Oh my god, this is long.
Hang on.
This is long. There's entire
we just hit halfway. We just hit
segments
halfway.
Here. There's entire script segments here. Look at all these references, website hints.
Somebody did a lot of research for this.
Fucking hell. What is this on? This is just the fandom page?
This is the Wikipedia, like the wiki fandom page.
Fucking hell.
We just hit the end there.
That was a long ass page.
That was maybe 10 seconds of scrolling. Maybe more.
Yeah. Also, you know what? Freddie, her fucking, the guy who lives across the hall from her, his apartment sucks.
Yeah, his apartment's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Also, his mom's crazy.
Fucking
I remember
insane.
that from the show, too.
Do you know what I always wanted to know as well? Does everyone in the building have access to that elevator, or does it only serve those 3 floors?
Fuck, dude, you shitting me right now? I never thought about that, but you're right.
Because it sounds unreasonable to have an entire elevator shaft that is just for the people who live in this one apartment. But then it also sounds unreasonable to have anyone can go into the elevator that opens up directly into their home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both standing
now. We're both standing now. Gareth stood up and didn't sit back down.
This has never happened before. This is unprecedented, uncharted territory.
Anyway, we've been talking about iCarly for far too long.
Yeah.
Far too long for 2 24-year-old men. Neither of us.
Why
did I go 24? I'm 23.
I'm 22.
You're 22.
Yeah. God damn it, Brian.
Dude.
But yeah, look, if you want to know about the fucked up Dan Schneider stuff, look into it yourself. I looked into a bunch of horrible shit over the last couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Golden State Killer. Whew.
That sounds familiar.
Some fucking heavy shit, man. It's really heavy shit.
Did you go on a Wikipedia like
a hole? No, but not even. I didn't even go through.
I do that with serial killers all the time.
I do it all the time, but I do it with not just YouTube videos about them. I'll start with a 15 to 20 minute video about a serial killer, and I'll watch it, and I'll be like, that was some pretty interesting stuff. I think I'll watch an hour-long documentary that's also on YouTube. What? Why?
Yeah.
They just gave me all the information I needed, and then I go looking for more grisly details. What the fuck is wrong with me?
I remember I was sitting here one day and I was like, who's killed the most people?
Who has? Good question.
Oh, dude, there's the whole ranking on Wikipedia. There's a page
Holmes?
for it.
He's killed a lot of people.
Oh no, fuck, I can't even remember him.
Uh-huh.
But you just end up going through that list and clicking on all the names, and then it's 4 a.m. and you're like, oh man, I don't want to sleep. There's too much evil.
You ever hear of Shiro Isha, or is that how it's pronounced? I think it's Shiro Isha, if I'm not mistaken. He was a doctor in the Japanese army.
Is
military.
this Camp 3 something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He did some fucking horrible shit.
Oh yeah.
He did some really horrible shit. It was all like human experimentation to try and
during World War II.
During World War II.
And everyone talks about Mengele and the Germans. Japanese did some really horrible shit.
The Japanese did some fucked up shit, but we all see them as like...
Not that invalidates what the Germans did either.
No, of course not. But like, so this guy, right? He was like on the path to what he wanted ultimately was to create. He was looking to create like germ weapons, like weapons of mass destruction, biological weapons. There, thank you. He was working on biological warfare, and so in order to conduct these experiments, he was given a facility where you would like just take Chinese people from their homes. And then he would just lock them up. It was a concentration camp, basically. But it wasn't just a concentration camp. Because they would, like, give you the plague, right? And then while you were dying of plague, they would cut you open while you were alive and conscious with no anesthetic. Because they wanted to see how the human body functions when it's still alive. And they wanted to see how quickly the plague was spreading, right? And then he managed to infest all of these fleas with the plague, right? But like a new hyper fucking form of plague that they had developed. And then he dropped these bombs on like a couple of fucking Chinese villages, right? And then if you got bitten by one of these fleas, you would die within 2 days. 2 days, that plague would kill you. And so regardless is like, let's not even take into account the amount of people that he like directly killed by having them experimented on and having them like not knowingly giving them like terminal illnesses, but then just entire villages of people that he just dropped these fucking bombs on, and he died a free man.
Yeah.
Because the Americans
they
bought him. They bought him. They were like, well, we can't experiment on living people.
But
so we want to know, we need that info, because we ain't gonna get it ourselves. So he just died. He stayed in Japan, and he died a hero. A hero.
Not a hero.
No, he did. He died a hero. He was a Japanese hero. Yeah. Well, and also here, this is just a side thing to it, but I found this really interesting. Was that they kept it all so under wraps. No one had any idea that they were working on this shit, right? And it's been stated by a load of people, like historians looking back, and also people like at the time were kind of like, if they'd made that known. If we'd known that they were working on that shit, we wouldn't have nuked them. We never would have nuked them at all. Because they would have just wiped us out with this fucking plague. And they didn't in the end. They just surrendered because they were like, this is too much.
Yeah.
But then, what that means to me, basically, is that all of that research into creating deadly biological weapons didn't even serve its function. It didn't destroy the enemy. Right? Who was at the time to the Japanese was the Americans. It didn't do that for them, right? And it also didn't prevent the enemy from destroying them with nukes. So it did nothing.
No, yeah.
The only function was terror.
Torture.
Yeah. All it did was ruin lives.
I went to Japan. I asked a Japanese dude about all of Japan's like crazy shit that they did during the war. He said it was all Chinese lies.
Interesting. Interesting perspective from one Japanese drunk.
Drunkest.
Yeah, so that's some pretty fucking dark bullshit. Maybe we should move away from it.
I got into a really nice conversation with a Japanese dude, and then he was like, I hate the Chinese. Yeah. I was like, oh.
They all seem to. They really hate the Chinese.
They hate each other, yeah.
They really fucking hate the
Chinese.
Chinese.
They invaded China at one point.
Yeah.
Did some really horrible shit over there.
Yeah.
Not a fantasy land.
No.
But a fucking great country. I would go there tomorrow if you fucking paid me. Not even if you paid me. Not if you paid me.
You paid for it.
No. Even then, if you were just like, hey, you give me 600 quid, we'll sort it out. I'd do it.
Fair enough. Yeah, man. I probably would.
I love that country. It's amazing.
I would love to go.
It's a really nice country now, and the people are all really nice now.
Yeah. Because they got nuked. That really changes a country's fucking perspective on life. I think we're just gonna throw out good vibes from now on. Just good vibes for everybody. Let's not bring any fucking any trouble our way.
Wow.
Wow.
This went dark.
This went dark. Do you know what I think
really
it is?
dark.
I think it's because I think we were too bogged down by the film, and we went into a dark place.
Yeah.
We went into a dark place, and now it's
Is
just
there
where
any
our
way-
minds are at.
I don't want to end on this note. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Like a little more.
Chris
cheery?
Brown's in jail.
Chris Brown is finally in jail.
Woo!
Woo! Finally.
Fuck Chris
Oh my God,
Brown.
that guy got away with so much shit for so long.
much shit. And they like pushed him again. They were like, yeah, Chris
Hardcore.
Brown's back.
Hard
He's
fucking
here.
core.
He's
See,
doing stuff.
breezy. And you know what? His music is shit as well.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
worst thing, I think. Is that it's like if he was like an incredible artist, then it would be like, oh, it's bad that people are like, still supportive of him, I guess, but like I get what they mean, like the music's good and that they're enjoying the content. His music sucks and he beats women. And apparently rapes them.
Yeah.
So there you fucking go. Who's surprised?
I guess. I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Write it down and tell me later.
Would have been locked up long ago, but Rihanna's just too fast. Fuck Chris Brown is what I'm trying to say. He's a
fuck
piece of shit.
Chris Brown.
Don't beat and rape women.
No, don't beat and rape anybody. You just leave everyone alone.
Because you think he didn't beat that woman that he raped before he raped her?
or after, one or the other.
You don't think he combines his skills?
Oh, Brian.
That's not a fact. I'm just saying.
He's a fucking
He's a piece
scumbag.
of shit.
He's
He's
an
a piece of
absolute
shit.
piece of shit. He always has
Get
been.
rid of him.
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Send him over to your man's camp.
Yeah, Translation Lost are done with Chris Brown. He's added to
We've
the list
always
now.
been
We've
done
always
with Chris
been
Brown.
done with Chris
He
Brown,
did that
but now we finally
song
been
with
vocal
Lil
about
Dicky,
it.
and everyone was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
I like that Lil Dicky song, and I was like, "Fuck Chris Brown," and also now fuck Lil Dicky. I'll never listen to his music ever again. He's a piece of shit.
And that's like his most streamed song.
He's
as well,
a piece of
which
shit.
is really sad because first of all, A, he has better songs,
Ah.
and B, they are not with Chris Brown.
I'm sick of him now. He's done. I'm done with him. Never gonna listen to him again.
Yeah.
Why would you be like, "Oh yeah, Chris Brown, I'll get him
Money.
on my song"?
Money.
Nah,
of course, money. Obviously, money. Why would you ask that
But then
question?
he's even
the answer
worse.
is money.
But then he's even worse.
Yeah, it's not great. Like, it's not good. It's not a good excuse. But if you're looking for one, it's money.
Well, then fuck him. He can take his money and never do anything again.
Fame, I guess, as well.
I'm not
Like
going to listen
recognition,
to him.
You know.
I don't
That's fine.
recognize him at all. I wouldn't recognize
Did
him
you
in the
ever
street.
listen to him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
I not really. No,
Yeah.
I never really liked him that much. People always played his stuff, and I was like, hey, he's all right.
Huh.
He's got a gimmick.
He's got good flow, is the thing, but it's also really sameish. He doesn't mix it up, and that's something that I it resonates with me because
But you see,
I
my
love
problem
writing rap,
was, is
right?
that there's tons of white rappers, but his whole gimmick was like, I'm a white rapper.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, dude, there's been a load of
Yeah.
those. You don't need to like make that your whole thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
write
think his whole
raps.
thing was that he was white and like middle class. He wasn't like scummy white. That's who usually the rappers are, right? Like MGK or whatever.
Yeah, but fucking.
But like from a perspective of like I like writing rap. I love writing rap, right? But Little Dicky serves as like a good don't be this guy thing, right? Because his flows are good. And his lyrics are like, they're clever, they rhyme well, it all flows really well. But it's also the same kind of flow, it's the same structure, same kind of rhythmic patterns, and it just starts to all sound the same after a while. There's not enough variation in it, and that's something that I think is really fucking easy to fall into. And I've written a few raps recently, and I've been trying to mix it up a little bit as a result. That's something we didn't talk about. This is definitely something lighter to end the podcast on. I'm delighted that we fucking forgot this.
Yeah, let's talk about this for a little bit.
So, some of you might know when we reviewed Jailbreak last week, or we watched it, I should say. We watched Jailbreak, and it was pretty good. We really enjoyed it. We then took some samples from Jailbreak.
Yeah.
And we used those samples to make a beat on GarageBand. And then I rapped over that beat, and it's on SoundCloud. The rap performance could be a bit better, but it's also one take, and that's what's important. Because I wanted it to be one take, and it is one take.
The rap starts off weak.
It does,
and then
it
builds up
builds.
steam.
Yeah.
I've said all this to Dara already. I'm
not
going to mince words with him.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But it's the worst thing about it as well is it's a fucking hard rap to sell.
I bet I could do it. I bet I could do it like right now.
Go.
I don't know the words, but like if you put the words in front of me and recorded me right now.
Okay, I've got my
I'd
phone.
do it.
Yeah, I've got them on my phone.
No,
Here we
I
go.
need the music.
No, it's too late.
I need the music.
It's too late. I'll give you a beat. I'll provide a beat. I'll be like a fucking like a beatbox for you. Here's the lyrics.
Okay.
Right, we ready?
Okay. I'm a part-time actor and a natural disaster. I have no clue what I'm after, but I'm looking for some. I fucking hit your thing. I hit your thing, and now I've typed an extra 3 in there.
That happens so many times while I was trying to record this. But it's harder than it looks, Brian. Right?
That was easy.
Yeah, you listen back to that now, and you're gonna be like, God, my delivery sucks.
I thought it was fine.
Dara Eaton on SoundCloud if you want to check that shit out. It's called FN fucking bracket. No, not bracket. What's that one?
FN dash 2187. 2187.
The reason it's called that is because that was written on the wall in the background of one of the scenes in Jailbreak.
A great movie.
Yeah, really good movie.
That episode's also on iTunes. Check it out. If you listen to this and it's your first time listening, you got this far. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You didn't turn off.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out.
But yeah, if you want to hear that song, it's only like a minute long or some shit. DARAEATON on SoundCloud. It'll be like the top one. And I was really fucking happy with that beat when we made it. I was really
We can put
really
a link to it.
in the description. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Yeah. So we wrap it up there?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to find anything cheerier than that. To be honest.
No, I guess not. No.
All right.
We're Translation Lost.
Yeah, if you want to find us.
If you want to follow us on Twitter. Don't know why I started with the Twitter.
Yeah.
We don't really use it. But you will get updated when new episodes come out.
At TLostPod.
At TLostPod. Dara doesn't have a Twitter.
I have one, but it's there. But I don't use it.
I have a Twitter at Postboy
with zeros
instead of O's. Our Facebook is Translation Lost Podcast. You can send us an email
at translationlostpod@gmail.com.
That's it, translationlostpod@gmail.com.
Thank you very much, everybody.
We're Translation Lost Podcast.
And we will be better at this next week.
Yay!
Woo!